Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Onion Rings. I just wanted to make a short video just for fun. I don't know if I'm gonna get a stream in today. You can see in the bottom right corner what time it is. I don't know if I'll be able to get a stream in. I might be able to. Hell, I might even stream after I'm done uploading this. I'm not sure. I'm trying to still do a daily stream if possible, even though I'm packing up and I've been stressed out about being sick and shit. I'm still trying to get content out to you guys because there's no excuses when you're a YouTuber. You gotta get on that ball. You gotta stay on the grind because the audience is savages and they don't wait for the content. They want it. Obviously, my loyal fans, you guys understand what I'm going through and you'll wait. But the people who aren't quite sure if they're loyal to you yet, like the people who haven't subbed yet, and they're like, do I like this guy? Do I want to sub to him? If they see you're on an on and off moment where you're not uploading every day or keeping your schedule you said, then they might not, want to stick around to your channel. They're going to be like, I don't know, this guy seems spotty. So, got to stay on that ball, keep grinding out. But today's topic, I just wanted to talk about just how expensive is it to be a YouTuber. Now, you can see my list here on Notepad, my fancy super duper list. And I just wanted to kind of talk about how expensive it is to be a YouTuber. And this kind of ties in as to why we streamers appreciate donations so much. And no, this video is not going to turn out from me begging for donations or anything like that. Fear not, I'm not begging you guys for shit. This is just why I'm so appreciative of them, because some people, when they donate, they're like, oh, it's no big deal, don't worry about it. It is a big deal. It really is. To us streamers, I mean, even though we're just sitting there playing games, it's still a big deal. I mean, that's your hard-earned money that you're putting on the line for us, and we really appreciate it, so thank you guys. But I just want to talk about how expensive YouTube is, because some people think it's easy, and it's not. For my case scenario I have on screen, I'm going to go over it. I spent $54 on my microphone. A good microphone, if you're doing commentaries, is key. Now, this is actually, believe it or not, an entry-level microphone. It actually goes for about $80. I've said this on stream before. It goes for about $80. I bought it on sale at Best Buy for $54, plus taxes. It was like $60, but I'm not counting taxes and all that because I don't honestly remember what the final prices were after taxes. The prices I have on screen were the base prices, and actually I need to adjust my graphics card because $280 is not actually what the son of a bitch costed. It was $245. The taxes and everything got it raised up. But yeah, I spent $54 on a mic because a good microphone is key when you're doing videos, like I said, especially if you're doing commentary videos, which almost all videos are commentary. I mean, not everybody does commentary videos, but you probably should. $60 for that surprise that's coming in March that I'm going to talk to you guys about. Still not telling you what it is yet. I've told a couple people what it is, and to those of you that know, you better stay quiet because it's a surprise, and I don't want anybody to know about it yet. But yeah, $60 for that. Not telling you what it is, so don't try to get it out of me. $200 for 2 monitors for my computer. I'll be fair here and say that 2 of them wasn't necessary, but very much helpful. Now, the first one I bought with the computer, obviously, because you need a monitor. The second one I got about 1 or 2 months later when I really started getting into PC streaming. At first, this is the origin of my PC, okay guys? At first, I had a PlayStation 4, a TV, an Elgato, and a laptop. My laptop was not quite strong enough to encode the video that I was sending to it through the Elgato, so I couldn't really, use the full potential of the Elgato. So what I did was I saved up all my money I had, mixed it with some money my parents gave me, and traded them my laptop, all in trade, and they helped me build my computer. I put my i5 in it, 8 gigs of RAM, a motherboard, all the stuff you need to build a computer, but no graphics card. Because originally this computer's design was just for being a workstation for the Elgato. Put a big hard drive in it, to store all the files and stuff, a 1 terabyte hard drive, which still holds up to this day. I still have plenty of space on it. But yeah, it was just a workstation for all the files I was sending to it and such, and a powerful processor to render the video footage and everything. But as time went on, I started getting back into the PC games that I had missed that I couldn't play on my laptop, like Diablo 3, World of Warcraft. I started wanting to play those again, and they weren't running good on the integrated graphics on the processor. So I thought to myself, okay, well, what if I sell my Elgato back to GameStop for the $180? Because I had only bought it like 5 days before, and they offered to let me get a full refund for it. So I went back to the store, and luckily they gave me a full refund for it. Shout out to the GameStop from my old town. They were amazing. Everybody in that store was great. The employees were super nice. I don't shop often at GameStop, but the one in my town was great. So anyway, I got a full refund for that, and I took the $180, and I went online and I found on sale an R7 370 graphics card and a new power supply. I needed a new power supply for the graphics card to power it. So I got a graphics card and everything, and I started getting more into PC gaming, and that's when I realized that I wanted to be a PC streamer. I was tired of consoles, I was tired of the glitches and the slow frame rates and the issues that came with them, and I wanted to rise above and have a better experience. And I knew that PC was going to be way more expensive, and I knew that, you know, people would look down on me, oh, you're a PC elitist. Yeah, well, I like my PC, and I always will. But anyway, I rose above, wanted to get into that, and I did. And that's really the story, the origin story of my computer. Now, why did I get 2 monitors? Well, like I said, originally it was built as a workstation, and I would have, you know, my game on my PlayStation and TV, and my computer would be next to it. And the only thing, I only needed 1 monitor to monitor the Open Broadcaster software / Elgato software. But then after I switched to PC, imagine trying to game on one screen while you have a chat at the same time. It was very frustrating. So I would use my phone, and I would have to chat on my phone. Well, my phone would freeze up and lag, and I would get like 10 messages that wouldn't show up on the phone. So it looked like I was ignoring people's chats, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I put my foot down, got a whole bunch of money together that I could, $100, and I got a second monitor. And ever since then, I've loved having 2 monitors. It's amazing. It's such a great experience. You know, you could just go seamlessly between the 2 monitors. I'm not recording both, so you guys can't see, but I love having 2 monitors. When I'm working on a video or something, I can load up something on my second monitor, and if I need to Google something, or, you know, if I'm rendering a video on one tab, checking OBS settings on the other, doing whatever. But for the main purpose, I'll game over here on my main monitor and have the chat and everything else open on the second monitor. And God, it is amazing having 2 monitors. I never thought I would love it so much. So that's why I have 2 monitors. Now, I spent $190 on the processor. Like I said, it was supposed to be a workstation PC, and I needed a powerful processor, so I dumped a lot of money on it. And I also spent $30 on the RAM, $50 on the case, $40 on the power supply, and $50 on the motherboard. And believe it or not, this was a budget system too at the time. And it still kind of is. Like, it's not the greatest system. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. There's no RGB lighting. There's no fancy window on the side of my case. There's nothing like super duper fancy about this computer. It's fast for what it is, but believe it or not, it's not even top notch for all the money I spent on it. I spent $20 on a cheap wireless fucking keyboard, $12 on my mouse, which, believe it or not, even though that sounds cheap, this mouse is pretty good. $85 on the desk I just recently bought, $90 on the chair I just recently bought, $245 for the graphics card. This was back in December when I was going on that rant. Like, every time I was streaming, you guys would hear, and I was ranting and raving. I was like, damn it, I'm tired of lagging, fuck this shit. I pissed off. Every time I turned around, I had low frame rates in my games. Everything was lagging. The stream was lagging. I was just getting so frustrated, and I wasn't happy with my computer anymore. Because as more games came out, they require more graphics power and stuff to play and stream. And I wanted to bring these games to you guys, and I couldn't quite do it because my computer wasn't up to par. So what I did was I took all the money I had, mixed it with some money from my brother-in-law. He spotted me the rest, and for Christmas I got myself this brand new graphics card. And even though I got this new graphics card, it wasn't, you know, like the game changer I thought it was. Sure, I can play games at higher settings with higher frame rates and stuff, but now the problem is my CPU isn't as good as it was when I first bought it. You know, time has passed, and it's now not as strong as it was. So now I need a new processor, and that's going to take time to save up. I'm hoping around my birthday I can raise up enough money to get that and get a new processor so I can bring you guys the best of us content. And the graphics card is fine. It'll last a few years. Even if the newer titles, even if I can't ultra them at max settings 60 FPS, I can always tone some of the settings down and do like medium to low settings for like 5 years until the card is absolutely at its breaking point where it can't even do 1080p anymore. Then I'll upgrade. But we're talking about multiple years down the line. PC parts are not, you don't need to upgrade them that soon. That's one myth about PC gaming that everybody avoids PCs before, because they're always like, oh, you have to upgrade like every year. No, you really don't. You can if you want a huge e-peen, which is another word for an internet penis. Like you want your internet I don't know, like your bravado or whatever huge, I don't know. Basically, if you want to seem cool, then you can upgrade every year and spend thousands of dollars on your computer. But for the budget gamer, you do not need to upgrade like every single fucking year. So yeah, I've spent quite a lot of money on this channel, but I did it because I love what I do. I love doing YouTube. I'm a small channel still. I don't really make anything in return. I make very little money. The most I've made is off the donations. I do make a decent amount from the ad revenue, but it's not a lot. I can't disclose how much it is, sadly. It's in my contract, I think, not to disclose it. So I do apologize that I can't tell you guys. But I do make more from the donations, I'll be honest about that. And I really appreciate every single one of them, so thank you guys so much. But I don't know why I made this video. I've probably been ranting on for like 15 minutes. I don't know, I felt like I wanted to talk about it, because like I see all these people in my chat who say that they want to start a YouTube channel, and by all means go for it, guys. I don't want to break your hopes and dreams, but just know that it's very expensive. Starting out is very, very expensive. Now I'll give you some advice. If you do want to start out a YouTube channel, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you get a PlayStation 4, even if you're not a PlayStation fan. And I'm saying this because the PlayStation 4 has a built-in encoder, and it allows you to stream straight to YouTube or Twitch at 720p 30 FPS. It's not the best quality, it's not the smoothest stream, you will have issues and bugs, but it's a hell of a lot better than dropping $180 on an Elgato and like $200 or $300 on a laptop to run the Elgato off of. Because when you want to capture console footage, you will need an Elgato and a laptop, and that can be very pricey. Now if you've already got a computer, then you could just buy the Elgato and stream off your console or whatever, or you could stream from your PC like I do. I just have OBS over here, and I basically just start recording and it records the screen, and that's it. It's as simple as that. I mean, it requires a lot of power to do that. Like my processor is probably at like 20% usage right now just recording this video, and I'm not even gaming. And that's why I need a new processor, because when you game and then you add on the recording / stream, and then you add on the other tabs you have open to monitor your donations, your subscribers, your chat, all that takes more and more power on your computer. The more you're running, the more your computer gets taxed, and that's why you need such powerful hardware. And just know that streaming and being a YouTuber is not cheap. You can start out relatively cheap. Like I said, I gave you advice how to do that, but just know that it's really not cheap. Again, I'm not trying to bring your guys' hopes down. I want everybody to follow their dreams. If being a YouTuber is your dream, go for it. I'm going for mine. I'm slowly getting there, and it's costing me a lot, but you know what, it's worth it. But let's be fair about something though. I didn't spend all this money just for the channel. I could probably say that the microphone and the $60 surprise and maybe the second monitor I might not have bought if I wasn't doing YouTube. But everything else, to be honest with you guys, I probably would have bought. The computer, eventually I would have wanted to get into PC gaming again anyway. I did it as a kid, and I wanted to get into it as I was growing older. So even if I didn't do YouTube, I probably would have eventually built a computer. The chair and the desk, I probably would have eventually bought it, to be comfortable and stuff. So to be fair, like, I'm not blaming all the money I spent on you guys. That's not what this video was about. I'm not blaming you like, oh god, hey guys, thanks look at all this fucking money I spent on you guys. No, that wasn't the point of this video. A lot of the money I spent because I wanted to, but this video was just to show you guys, you know, how expensive it can be to do YouTube. And that's not even to count, you know, all the fucking money I spent on games. But again, you know, I spend them for myself too. Like, I want to play the games. And I don't want to rant on too long. I'm probably already fucking recording for like 20 minutes now. 15. So yeah, let's wrap it up here soon. But my last point I wanted to make was, a lot of people judge me about not working and stuff, and I'm going to tell you guys why I cannot work. Ever since I was a kid, I've had bad anxiety. If you guys don't know what anxiety is, you should. I mean, you hear it probably pretty often in cases, but if you don't know what it is, I'll explain it. Anxiety is basically when you have a fear of something, and you start freaking out because of that fear, and the freak out gets worse and worse and worse, and you start panicking, you start shaking, you get chills, you get dizzy. There can be a number of symptoms. It varies per person. For me, I get very nauseous, I get dizzy, I get sweaty, I get chills, I start shaking, and I just get really tired, and I have to go to sleep to make the attack go away. And right now I have medicine to help with it, but the current medicine I'm on makes it worse. I need to get to a doctor and have them give me better medicine. And a lot of people say, well, how come you're doing a YouTube channel then if you have anxiety? Well, as I've said, they're episode triggered. I don't like being in public. I don't like being around people. Talking on a microphone to an audience is a little bit different. You guys can't see me, and I've thought about getting a webcam, and I probably will, and it might, you know, be hard at first, you know, getting used to the webcam and stuff. But again, though, we're not in person. You guys can see me, and that's okay, because I mean, you could just see me. That's not a big deal. Unless I'm like embarrassing myself, I shouldn't have, you know, anxiety episodes because of that. They mostly happen when I'm in person or around people. And as stupid and retarded as this is gonna sound, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a fear of vomiting, not only just like around myself, but in public. I've always, as I was a kid, I've always had a fear of, you know, vomiting in public and embarrassing myself. And whenever my stomach starts getting upset, I start getting the fear that I'm gonna get sick, and that makes the anxiety attack even worse. And it's very hard to find a job this way, because you have to imagine that, you know, having a job, you're around people like constantly, and there are jobs that don't require you being around people, but they're very hard to find. You know, there's desk jobs, there's, you know, calling people on a phone, but it's very hard to find those kind of jobs. You know, most of the time in the starting market anyway, when you're starting out, you know, most of the time, about like 70% of the time, you're starting out in fast food or in a grocery store bagging or something like that. You never really get to go and just do what you want to do right off the bat. So I took it upon myself to start this YouTube channel, and I haven't regretted it yet. I've never had an anxiety triggered episode off of YouTube, because again, like I said, I'm not in public with you guys. You know, I've done some embarrassing things, and I'm sure there's more to come, but you know, nothing that's really triggered an episode. So far I'm good, and I really love doing this channel, and that's why I'm just so grateful for everything you guys do, for the growth of the channel, for all the subscribers, for all the donations. They really mean a lot to me. You know, some of the bigger YouTubers who have jobs on the side, you know, when they get a donation, they're like, okay, sweet, that's a nice little added bonus. For me, you guys are pretty much paying me. Like, this is my job, and that's why I fucking appreciate it so much. So thank you guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You go out and you work, you're able to do so, and you come back and you're like, hey, I love your content, here, take this money. And it really just it's just amazing. I can't really explain it other than saying that, and I just really appreciate it. Anyway, I don't even know how many people are going to watch this video, and if you are, I don't even know if you're going to make it to the end of the video. To those of you who made it to the end of the video, let me know you made it to the end of the video. Write that in the comment section, and I'll appreciate it. because not everybody watches these little update videos I do, and when they do, they usually don't watch them to the end. I appreciate it if you did. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you want to see more videos like this, I'll try to condense them and make them shorter and not ramble on too long. And also, if you guys want to see other videos like where I do the fucking smash or pass shit, I mean, I probably won't do that, but you know, I could do videos similar to it, like the would you rather video, or the button press video where you have to choose one and press it, or you have to guess which one's correct or something like that. I could do silly little videos like that if you guys want. That way, you know, if I can't stream that day, maybe I can just bring you guys a goofy little video instead. If you guys want to see stuff like that, let me know. The feedback is very much appreciated, and it helps me more than you know. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Onion Rings. Hope you guys enjoyed my little story, and I hope you're having a great day.